I'm subscribed to a magazine called Men's Health, and I get articles sent to me by them every week, and they're quite interesting. Now, this article that I received this morning just sums up in a nutshell the hysteria and paranoia of modern men, and the stupid lengths that they will go to. Now, it's called The Pursuit of a Perfect Penis. Men have always wanted bigger dicks. In the past, that meant adding weights to their willies or coaxing snakes into biting them. You know, oh boy, come and get it. Now, today it means injecting stem cells and Botox or using shockwave therapy to forge younger, stronger and longer penises. You know, it sounds like a deviant kind of sexual practice, you know. You know, people are not all there, are they? Now, it goes on to say, a desire to enhance the look and feel of one's penis has always been a male obsession. It's just that, an obsession. A cave painting from Turkey, dating back 8,000 years, depicts a man with a leg-long cock, which did not feature any exaggeration but for the extraordinary phallus, wrote researchers. Now imagine the blood flow that you would need to activate a leg-long cock and to get some action out of it. You know, imagine trying to do cardio to increase your blood flow, you know, with that thing flopping around in between your legs when you're trying to fucking run. You know, fucking Jesus. Now, more recently, doctors have been injecting fat, so-called penile fillers, from patients' stomachs into their penises. There have been apparent successes, but many have been left with wonky, deformed cocks rather than the handsome truncheons that they craved. Penile implants and lengthening surgeries have left some men fulfilled and proud, and others flabbergasted and dismayed. In Sweden in 2017, a 30-year-old man had a heart attack and died after having fat cells injected into his penis. You know, what happened? Was the operation that successful? You know, and he had this young nurse, you know, playing around with him and everything, and just the sight of her made it go, you know, and due to the increased size and girth, that amount of blood rushing into it caused him to have no blood left in his heart, and the ensuing heart attack, you know, who knows? Now, it goes on to, you know, this stem cell injections and shock therapy seem to be becoming more obsession, you know, more common with men who are obsessed with the size of their penis. Now, it says, no wonder people are so excited about it all. Half of all men above 40 are affected by erectile dysfunction or impotence, and as testosterone levels decline, erections lose strength and orgasms become less intense. You know, there's a guy here who's just had this procedure done to him, and he's standing next to the woman the female doctor. You know, look at the way the guy's fucking standing. You know, doesn't really advertise so well, you know, what these procedures can actually do. Now, it goes on to say, you know, the guy had problems getting an erection, problems maintaining an erection during sex, you know, change of partner, perhaps, you know, she's not doing it for you anymore. You know, fucking crazy. Now, it goes on to mention Wells is not the only biohacker taking on penile aging. Brian Johnson, the tech entrepreneur and poster boy of the longevity movement, uses a wand-like instrument to shock his penis through acoustic technology in an attempt to reverse his aging dick and get the erections of an 18-year-old. And on a Zoom call at the end of January, Johnson told the Men's Health that just a week before he had received Botox injections in his penis after reading that it can be beneficial. You know, and it kind of reminds me of the study into Coca-Cola can increase the size of your testicles. Oh, I read that Coca-Cola can increase the size of my testicles. Doesn't mean to say it's going to do that though, is it? Just reading about something, but I'm sure with his team of scientists, he had solid advice around him. Now it also goes on to say how he straps a small sensor device to his penis several nights a month to measure the strength of his erections and ensure his penile age is decreasing. What happens when his penile age reaches 1 year old? Is he going to have to wear a nappy to bed? Yeah, it makes you fucking wonder, no? Now, it goes on to say here that it's painful, this process, in terms of pain and everything else. Now, it says here that his dick age, apparently, according to all of this equipment that he attaches to his dick at night to monitor him, he's having erections for a specific time during the night, which gives him the dick age of a 30-year-old, and he's in his 40s. Now, to get that down to the dick age of an 18-year-old, this is going to involve him having erections for about 3.5 hours per night. Tip for you guys: eating chilies seems to disturb my sleep at 50 years old, because I keep waking up in the night with a fucking stonker to the point where it fucking wakes me up. You know, eating chilies is a lot easier than, you know, and fucking injecting shit into it. Now it goes on about the godfather of biohacking. He does all this stuff to his penis. A guy named Dave Asprey, who happens to be 50 years old. The same age as me. And yet, I don't have any of these problems. This can all be remedied fucking naturally by performing exercises, eating a good clean diet, eating circulation boosting foods, eating libido boosting foods with certain supplements and everything. You know, it's easy problem to fucking solve. But look at the lengths that these guys are fucking going to. It's just absolutely absurd that people are actually fucking doing stuff like this, and they just can't develop and use what they've got. Seems to be beyond them. Now, at the bottom of the article, it's got studies and everything. Now, a study on 17 men with perpetually flaccid penises, which means penises that don't, you know, grow anymore. Just under half recovered their erectile functions thanks to these stem cell injections. So they're less than 50% reliable anyway. A study with 60 men had similar results. Meaning that it's under 50% likely to work. So it just goes to show, here's the crazy fucking world that we live in. So why have I made a video about this? You never know when you're being marketed to. If only these guys had bought my book, Bull in the Bedroom, which explains how to keep it functioning for longer. You'll get longer, I assure you, but you'll also get longer into old age. And there's a link to that book in the description down below. And for those of you who want a fucking good laugh, there's a link also to this article in the description below, so you can have the laugh that I had over my morning coffee this morning. If you want to see truth in all things and all things in the truth, open your eyes and wake up, because you already have everything you need. You just know how to use it. know how to develop it, and know how to preserve it. Subscribe to this channel and follow this series for more. Don't be fucking stupid like these motherfuckers injecting shit into their dicks.